Welcome to AI Horizons, the podcast where we explore the limitless possibilities of artificial intelligence. Each episode takes you on a deep dive into cutting-edge developments, groundbreaking technologies, and the fascinating perspectives shaping the future of AI. Whether you're an enthusiast, a professional, or simply curious about the impact of AI on our world, join us as we uncover the innovations driving this ever-evolving field. Get ready to expand your horizons.
Welcome back, everybody. We're diving into a world that's changing unbelievably fast today.
Oh, yeah.
Humanoid robots.
That's right.
But not just robots that, do like simple tasks or whatever, but robots that are powered by AI. So we're talking robots that can learn, adapt, and maybe even understand our emotions.
Exactly. That's the goal.
It's a future that seems like it's way out there, but it's really not.
Yeah, it's a lot closer than we think.
It's a lot closer than we think, and it's full of, crazy possibilities.
It is. It's a really exciting time to be working in this field.
So what's making all this possible?
Well, it's really the combination of AI and robotics.
Okay.
We're seeing the rise of something called humanoid AI, and that's basically robots that are designed to mimic human form and intelligence.
Okay.
And the market for these robots is expected to just explode, reach an estimated $13.8 billion by 2028.
Wow, that's a huge number.
Yeah, it's a 50% annual growth rate. And it's driven by advances in fields like generative AI, large language models, LLMs, and large multimodal models, LMMs.
Okay, so let's break down some of those terms a little bit.
Sure.
What exactly are LLMs?
So LLMs, those are large language models. They're a type of AI that's been trained on massive amounts of data.
Yeah.
And they can process and understand language in a way that's pretty similar to how humans do it.
Gotcha.
And that's really important for creating robots that can actually talk to us.
Right, yeah.
And interact with us naturally.
So then what are the LMMs? You said large multimodal models.
Yeah, so LMMs, they take it a step further.
Okay.
They integrate information from multiple sources. They're not just looking at language. They can look at vision. They can use touch.
Oh, wow.
So it gives robots a more holistic understanding of the world around them.
So it's like they have more senses.
In a way, yeah.
Okay.
But it's not just about, copying what humans can do. The real challenge and the most exciting part is creating robots that exhibit genuine humanity.
Okay, so how do we even begin to do that? How do we go from robots that are programmed to do a specific task to robots that can learn, adapt, and maybe even, feel in some way?
Well, it's been a pretty fascinating journey. It's been going on for over 6 decades, actually.
Oh, that's a long time.
Yeah, and those early humanoid robots, they were really focused on just the basics, just trying to make them look human.
Yeah.
Even if they couldn't really do that much. You think about those old sci-fi movies with the clunky robots.
Right, yeah.
That's kind of what they were like.
Yeah, but even those, those were important, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Because they were kind of the first steps.
Yeah, they laid the groundwork for what we're doing today.
So over time then, what happened?
So over time, researchers started adding more sophisticated features. They started focusing on human-like senses. They wanted the robots to move more like humans.
Right.
And even have some of the same functions.
Okay.
So robots started having more nuanced gestures.
Okay.
Facial expressions.
Well.
And they were starting to figure out how to make them walk and grasp objects.
So we've gone from robots that looked human to robots that can actually do things in a more human-like way.
Yeah, exactly.
But now we're talking about something even bigger. Creating robots that have humanity. What does that even mean when we're talking about a machine?
That's the big question. We're talking about going beyond just imitating human actions.
Okay.
It's about understanding what makes us human. Things like intention, emotion, empathy, ethical behavior.
Wow.
It's a huge challenge, but it's what's driving the most exciting research.
So how do you even begin to program something like empathy into a robot?
Well, one way is to have the robots learn from us. By watching how humans interact, robots can start to pick up on social cues, emotional responses, even moral principles. It's about teaching robots not just what to do, but why we do it.
Okay.
And that's really important because
Yeah.
it's not just about the mechanics of behavior.
Yeah.
It's about understanding the nuances.
So we're teaching robots to understand us, basically.
Yeah, in a way.
Yeah.
And this leads us to what we call the functional requirements for these human-like robots.
Okay, so what are those?
One of the big ones is humanoid cognition.
Okay.
We're talking about creating AI systems that can think, reason, make decisions, maybe even express intentions and emotions in their own way.
Whoa, robot emotions.
Yeah.
That's wild. How would you even go about programming that?
It's cutting-edge stuff,
Yeah.
but if we want robots to really interact with us on a deeper level, they need to be able to process and respond to emotions.
Okay.
Even if it's, just a simulation.
Okay, that makes sense. So emotions are one piece. What else are we looking at when we talk about designing these humane robots?
Another big area is humanoid perception.
Okay.
We need to give robots the ability to perceive and understand their surroundings.
Okay.
Kind of like we do with our senses.
Yeah.
So giving them the ability to see, hear, touch, maybe even smell and taste.
Wow.
It's about creating robots that can navigate complex environments and respond to changes.
It's almost like giving them a way to experience the world like we do.
Exactly.
But through technology.
Yeah.
Okay, and then there's communication, right?
Yeah, that's a big one. Humanoid communication.
So how do we do that?
We need to enable robots to interact with us, with other robots, through speech, through gestures, even using emotional cues. It's not just about understanding commands. It's about having a conversation. It's about interpreting tone of voice, even understanding things like sarcasm.
Okay, so we've talked about like what these robots need to be able to do. But what about like safety, ethics, transparency? How do we make sure that these, advanced robots operate responsibly?
That's absolutely key.
Yeah.
We need to make sure they can operate safely and ethically. We have to think carefully about, how these technologies are going to impact society.
Right.
And make sure we're developing them in a way that benefits everyone.
So it's not just about the technology itself.
No.
It's how we use it
Right.
and the guidelines we put in place.
Yeah.
This is where it gets really, really interesting.
It does. It gets complicated, but it's really important.
It's really complex.
Yeah.
So we need to involve everybody in this, right?
Oh, absolutely. We need researchers,
Yeah.
ethicists,
Policymakers.
yeah, to make sure that we're approaching this whole thing, this humanoid AI, with a sense of responsibility.
It feels like we're on the edge of something huge,
We are.
like a technological revolution that could completely change how we live, work, interact with the world.
I think so too. It's a really exciting time to be alive.
Yeah,
The coming years are going to be filled with just incredible advances in humanoid AI.
This is already mind-blowing, and we've only just started.
Yeah, we've just scratched the surface.
But let's take a quick break,
All right.
and then we'll come back and we'll dive into some of the most exciting frontiers in humanoid AI research.
All right, so we talked about some of the foundations of humanoid AI, but let's get to the really cutting-edge stuff.
Okay, yeah, where are we going next?
One area that's just super fascinating is the development of what we call mind-to-action humanoids.
Mind to action.
Yeah.
Hold on, so we're talking about robots that can think for themselves now.
Well, think conk might be a little strong at this point,
Right.
but we're getting closer
Okay.
to creating robots that can process information, evaluate different options, and then make decisions
Okay.
that are aligned with their goals.
So they're not just reacting.
Right. It's about bridging the gap between what a robot wants to do
Okay.
and how it actually behaves.
I see. So it's like giving them a sense of motivation or something like that.
Yeah, you could think of it that way.
Okay.
It's about creating robots that can anticipate needs, respond kind of intuitively, and act in ways that feel helpful and even empathetic.
Okay, so give me an example.
Sure. So imagine a robot that could sense that you're feeling down and it tries to cheer you up.
Oh, wow.
Or it understands what you're trying to do that day
Yeah.
and starts helping you achieve your goals.
That's amazing. So we're talking about robots that are more than just tools. They're
Yes.
like companions almost.
In a way, yeah. And it raises some really interesting questions about what it means to be intelligent and where the line is between human and machine.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so mind to action humanoids, that's one thing.
Yeah.
What else is there on the horizon?
Another really exciting area is what's called omnimodal transitional modeling.
Omnimodal.
Omnimodal.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to break that down for me.
Sure. So Instead of just relying on one type of input, like just vision or just language,
Okay.
this approach allows robots to use information from multiple senses at the same time.
So they can see, they can hear, they can feel.
Yeah, all at the same time.
Okay.
And it's not just about sensing those things, it's
Yeah.
about understanding them in context.
So it's like giving them a much deeper understanding of the world.
Exactly.
So what would that look like in practice?
Well, imagine robots that can understand your unspoken needs.
Okay.
They can anticipate what you might want.
Wow.
It could totally revolutionize fields like healthcare,
Okay.
education, personal assistance.
Okay, I'm blown away by all of this. We've got mind-to-action humanoids.
Yeah.
We've got omnimodal robots.
Mm-hmm.
What else is there? Like, have we covered everything?
Well, there's more. We're also seeing a lot of progress in humanoid animation and how it connects with metaverse technology.
Metaverse? Okay, so now we're going full sci-fi here.
It sounds like it, but think of it this way. The metaverse is like a giant virtual sandbox
Okay.
where we can design and train humanoids before we actually build them.
That's so smart.
Yeah, it's way more efficient.
Right.
And it's safer.
Yeah.
We can test out all kinds of ideas without having to build expensive physical prototypes.
So we're using virtual reality to basically make sure that the robots are working.
Exactly. And we can even control robots remotely in the metaverse.
Okay.
So they could be doing tasks in dangerous environments or even interacting with people virtually.
So the metaverse is like a training ground,
Yeah.
but also like a testing ground for these robots.
That's a great way to put it.
Okay. Okay, this is incredible.
And there's one more thing.
Okay, what else is there?
There's this emerging field called decentralized humanoids.
Decentralized humanoids.
Yeah.
So what does that mean?
Think of it like a colony of ants
Okay.
or a beehive.
Mm-hmm.
Each robot is independent, but they're also part of a network. They share information and work together to achieve a goal.
So they're like a team.
Yeah, exactly, like a team of robots.
This could be huge for things like disaster relief,
Oh, absolutely.
search and rescue,
Yeah.
space exploration even.
Right, all kinds of things.
Wow, this is incredible. But with all of these amazing advancements,
Mm-hmm.
there's got to be challenges too, right?
Oh, of course. Pushing the boundaries of technology always comes with challenges.
So what are some of the big ones that we're facing?
Well, on the technical side, there are still big hurdles in areas like locomotion, dexterity, sensory perception.
You mean like making sure that they can move around smoothly,
Exactly.
not fall over,
Yeah, things like that.
pick things up?
We want robots that can move with the grace and precision of a human, and we're not quite there yet.
Yeah, we've all seen those videos of robots like, tripping and falling.
Right.
It's a good reminder that we still have a long way to go.
Yeah. We do. And then there's also the challenge of creating robots that can adapt to unexpected situations and, make decisions based on common sense and intuition.
So we're talking about replicating things that humans do naturally.
Yeah, and that's really hard to do.
Yeah, and it makes you realize that even with all this progress, there are still things that humans are uniquely good at.
Absolutely.
And maybe always will be.
I think so. The goal isn't to replace humans.
Right.
It's to create robots that can help us and solve problems.
Like, we're constantly trying to do more,
Yeah.
push the limits of what's possible,
Mm-hmm.
and with each step, we learn more about ourselves and technology.
Yeah, and what we're capable of.
This is already exceeding all my expectations for this deep dive.
Good. Glad to hear it.
We've covered so much, and it's clear that the world of humanoid AI is moving so fast.
Yeah, it's an incredibly exciting time.
I can't wait to hear what the future holds. So we've explored this amazing world of AI-powered humanoid robots. Yeah, we've covered a lot.
From their beginnings to the crazy stuff that's happening right now.
It's been quite a journey.
It has. And we've talked about the technical challenges and how they could benefit us.
Mm-hmm.
And the really big questions that they raise about what it means to be human.
Right, exactly.
So where do you see this all going?
Well, it's hard to predict the future.
Yeah.
But one thing's for sure.
Uh-huh.
Humanoid AI has the potential to change, like, everything.
Everything, yeah.
I mean, imagine AI-powered humanoids working with us in hospitals,
Okay.
in schools, in factories, even in our homes.
So we're not just talking about robots replacing jobs then?
No, it's not about that.
It's more about them helping us.
Yeah, enhancing our capabilities.
Giving us more time to focus on things that humans are really good at.
That's right. Things that require creativity, empathy, critical thinking.
So instead of replacing us, they're kind of like partners.
Exactly, partners.
Okay, I like that.
Think about robots providing care for the elderly. or assisting surgeons in the operating room. Okay.
Or even helping teachers create more personalized learning experiences for their students.
So it's a future where technology and humans are working together
Yeah.
to make things better for everyone.
To make a better world.
Yeah.
More efficient world.
But there's still a lot of fear around this technology, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
People worry that robots are going to take over or become dangerous.
We understand those concerns. I do. Any powerful technology can be misused.
Right.
That's why it's so important that we develop this technology responsibly.
With ethics in mind.
Yeah, ethically. And we always have to be thinking about the impact on society.
So it's not just about building cool robots.
No.
It's about making sure that they're used for good.
Exactly. We need to be aware of potential biases in the systems.
Yeah.
We need to make sure they're safe, and we need to have clear guidelines for how they're developed and used.
And for that, we need everyone involved.
Absolutely. Researchers, policymakers, the public.
Like we're creating a whole new world here.
We are. We're writing a new chapter.
One where technology and humanity are connected in ways we never imagined.
And it's up to us to make sure it's a good chapter.
This has been an absolutely incredible deep dive.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
We've learned about the amazing advancements,
Yeah.
the potential, the challenges.
That's a lot to take in.
It is. It is. But before we wrap up,
Yeah.
I want to leave you with one final thought.
Okay.
Imagine you could have a humanoid AI in your life.
Okay.
What role would it play? What would you want it to be able to do?
That's a really great question.
It is.
It's something for all of us to think about.
As we move forward into this incredible future.
Exactly.
Thank you all for joining us on this deep dive.
It's been a pleasure.
We hope you've learned something new and that you're as excited about the future of humanoid AI as we are.
Me too.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep asking questions, and keep diving deep.